just a quick sum up what's included in the TDC kit. There is CNC screw, TDC housing, 3 O-rings that serves as spacers under the screw. We'll talk about it later. 1 plastic spacer that is used only with SSG10 hop arm, because the SSG10 hop arm got a very low profile and the screw doesn't reach it properly, so you just glue this on top and all is fine. And then we have SSG24 or M24 drilling jig, the red one, and 2 black ones. They are used for VSR10 or SSG10 platforms. They tend to have different outer barrel diameters, so you just choose one you want that fits the best. Also, TDC kit will be sold as a SSG24 M24 exclusive and VSR10 SSG10 exclusive. It will be for lower price, and only difference is that in SSG24 only this will be included, and in VSR10 or SSG10 this will be included, because you don't need this drilling jig. But when you order the universal TDC package, which is this, you will receive all 3 drilling jigs and everything else. The exclusive packages are more for people that know they won't be using other platform than they have, so they don't need to spend extra money for drilling jigs they don't need. After you drill the hole, you need to check if you drilled it properly. There is 99% chance you will drill it just fine, but just in case you somehow screw up, for example your drill bit can be dull or anything can happen, this is easy solution how to check and how to fix it. Super simple, so no worries. So this is our drilled hole. I on purpose drilled this one slightly to the right. Now how to check it? Let's install the hop chamber and this thing. Okay, now the hop chamber is held in place, and now what you want to do is take your screw and your TDC housing. There is like this fin. Make sure it's facing where the receiver is, and you put it in. Now you hold from side, so you hold it on the sides so it doesn't pop up, and now you screw the screw fully in, so it will leave the scratch mark on the hop arm, and according to the scratch mark you will see if the hole is drilled too much on the right, left, or in the middle. For a fact I know it's drilled more on the right because I drilled it on purpose just to show you on this video how to solve it. Yeah, so that's the max, slightly more to scratch it, and now you can remove it. And now let's remove the hop chamber. For some reason my video files got corrupted, so I will show you, this way. This is a process how to get your TDC hole drilled perfectly centered on the hop arm. It's super simple. So this is the scratch mark we made previously. As I said, I on purpose drilled the hole more on the right. So even now, as you can see, the scratch mark is more on the right, because the middle of hop arm is somewhere here, and the middle of scratch mark is, I don't know, here. So how to solve this? You just need two measurements. First measurement is width of the hop arm. In this case it is 5.81 millimeters. Sorry, 5.81, and now you divide it by 2 to find the middle spot. So the middle of the hop arm is at 2.9 millimeters. Second measurement you need is from the middle of the scratch mark we made here, so the middle is there, and to the edge of the hop arm. In this case it's 2.31 millimeters. So the center of the scratch mark we made is at 2.31. Now we, not sure how is it called in English, but we deduct, I believe, this number, and as you can see, the scratch mark we made is by 0.6 millimeters, not in center. So now all you need to do is, we'll show you this way. So yeah, so now we have to move the hole we made by 0.6 millimeters more to the left. So this scratch mark will be perfectly centered. I will now show you how to do it. It's very simple, like 30-second process. So let's do it. On your TDC there is this little fin. It's closer to the receiver and it shows the middle position, so you can scrape or use a Sharpie or something to mark this middle position. Where is it now? Okay. Here's the middle position, and as the TDC bolt was pressing on the hop arm, it made this mark. And according to our calculations, we know that we have to move this mark into the middle of the hop arm, so it is like this 0.6 millimeters to the left. So now you take your caliper, take the 0.6 millimeter, and from this mark you make 0.6 millimeter new mark on the left. So this is your new middle mark, right? This small spot here, and so you remove the TDC, and now all you need to do is with a file, or you can use M4 drill bit or anything, you just enlarge this hole to the, we need to move it to the left, so you enlarge this hole to the left more, slightly more, like 1 millimeter or something. Okay, now we have the hole enlarged more to the left, so we now put the turret inside, and as you can see, now you can slightly move it to the side from side. This was the first position, the wrong one. It was pressing too much on right of the arm. So now we can twist it, and now it aligns perfectly with the new mark we made. It have to align with this middle fin. So yeah, this is our new position we want to glue the TDC at. But first, let's put inside the hop chamber with the hop arm, and let's try to make a new scratch mark on the hop arm just to make sure that this position, this new position, is really in middle. So 1 second. Okay, now we have hop chamber installed, and let's put the TDC back into the hole. Now make sure this fin is aligned with the new white mark, and now screw the TDC screw in to leave a scratch mark on the hop arm. Okay, that should be enough. And now let's remove the hop arm and let's see the result. So now, as you can see on the left, there is the old screw scratch mark that was on the wrong position, and now we have in the middle this new one that's perfectly centered. And yeah, that's a really simple solution if you somehow manage to screw the drilling process, but everything is simple, so no worries. Now the last thing to do is just to take your TDC housing with screwed in. You put it into the hole. Well, you put epoxy here, not around the screw area, because you don't want to get it on the threads. So now you put it in and you glue it, and you just make sure the fin aligns with this new scratch mark that makes it centered, and that you just put it into a clamp so it holds its place.